What's going on, everybody? This is motherfucking Eric Lloyd in the building here today. Now, I've been waiting for this show for a good minute. Goddamn it, a feeling is telling me I'm gonna have to pop some shit off with the controversy and shit because these niggas are in the background looking all tired and shit. I don't know what the hell's going on when I done planned this shit 1,000 times in the past. Furthermore, these niggas are here and we're ready to go. Okay. Number two. The last video I did, god damn, I done pissed a lot of motherfuckers off in my family, okay? Not just regular niggas, motherfuckers in my family, okay? Because of some shit I didn't say it out of anger, not fully being able to explain myself, which is going to allow me to go into a part two of that, which I can guarantee is going to be motherfucking fireworks, folks. I am so excited. I've been excited about this regular ass show. It's been hella a long ass time since the bitch it has now it's here. And now I'm excited for the show that we're going to shoot very soon. All these is going to be put out. I'm trying to put a video out once a week. But I'm done talking. After all that is said, I have some guests in the motherfucking building today. First and foremost, we are going to be trying to really figure out what is considered a hoe. Okay. And we're going to have a discussion. You know how I like to do it. Two guys, two girls, same platform. We got some of the two same motherfuckers in here. So let me go ahead and introduce my main nigga. I've played his music regularly on the show. Hugh Jefe. Welcome to the motherfucking show, nigga. How you doing?
What it do? What it do? Man, I'm groving,
I mean,
man.
so I did say in the last motherfucking video that one more time, motherfucker, y'all niggas might as well be permanent. Huh? how you feel
Hey,
about that?
I fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? It's
Okay.
cool. I definitely rock with the topics.
I mean, you gotta help me with the topics, though, goddamn. We need to keep this shit juicy and keep people talking, goddamn, because that's clearly what we're doing. Okay, Maleia, welcome to the motherfucking show again. How you doing,
Hello,
sister?
I'm good, and you?
Good, good. I'm gonna go ahead and ask you, since I said the third time's the charm. How about working on this motherfucker?
I feel like we're your main ones. We always show up.
Yeah, I appreciate that. There's no
Mhm.
question I can rely on you two no matter what. So thank
Mhm.
you, thank you, thank you so much. And last but not least, we have Myra in this motherfuckers. Hello, Myra. Welcome to the motherfucking show. We this is the first time you're here, so hopefully we can get you back at some motherfucking point. But let's go ahead and get into it. Um, how the show is laid out. Each person will start off introducing themselves with not only the intro, I guess their intro about themselves if they want to, their name, interests, hobbies, or work occupation. Please make it short. We ain't got all day to know your life story, your age, what gender you prefer to date, your specific type of girl or gal, how many bodies do you have, and how long it's been since you had some. So, in order to help you niggas remember these questions, um, I am going to ask you one by one. So I'm going to start off
Okay.
with the ladies first. Since
Um,
Malia is a regular here, I'm going to go ahead and start off with her. So, Malia,
okay.
let me
Yes.
change the angle on your asses, huh? Malia, hold on. Let me pull your ass over here. Let's get this cracking and lacking. So, Malia, we already
Yes.
know your name, but if you can go ahead and tell them your name or what nickname you would prefer to go by.
Melly.
Melly, okay, Melly. Uh, what is some of your interests, hobbies, or work occupation?
I'm just a manager, and all I do is work. That's.
All you do is work. Okay, I feel that. What is what do you like? What gender do you prefer to date?
I don't have a preference. Like honestly, like I don't. It's just like whoever I'm interested in at the time, whether it be a boy or a girl.
Interesting. So what's your type of female or girl?
Like looks wise or personality.
If you if you had to choose between the specific type to go with for the rest of your life, what would that be?
I don't know. I always tend to go for toxic ass people that don't want me.
Okay, got you. By question, how many bodies do you think you have?
Do I think I have or that I know I have?
I mean, either way it go.
One.
One,
Yes.
one. I should ask, are you even qualified to be on this motherfucker? How you know what a hoe is? And
That's
how
why
long has
I'm
it
here.
been? How long has it been since you had some?
Like a month.
A month. I mean, well, that's active enough because some people go years. All
But I
right.
can't.
Now that we went with Maleia, uh, uh, Miss Mayra, how are you?
I'm straight.
This girl chilling on her phone, relaxing, chillax. I be a part of the conversation. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So clearly, what is your name?
Myra.
What about some interests or hobbies or work occupations that
I
you
work
would like to?
as a server right now.
You said what?
I'm working as a server right now.
A server.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, what gender do you prefer to date?
Male.
Male. Okay. No interest in females whatsoever, huh?
No.
Got you. Got you. By question, how many bodies? This is very weird for me to ask you guys this. I don't know why I didn't think of this ahead of time. How many bodies do you have?
4.
Four. That Hugh Jefe,
What you about to ask me next?
because these are low numbers, goddamn it. This is not a lot of people here. Okay. The numbers I'm finna flabbergast you motherfuckers. On my question, how long has it been since you had how long has it been since you had some?
Are you asking me
Yes.
like 15 minutes ago?
Oh, okay.
Period.
you
Gang,
get you get it,
gang.
girl.
Look, gang. Hey, look, man. For the both, thank you. Thank you. You feel me?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Got you. We're gonna go ahead and move to UFA. Once we get past these portions, then we're gonna move into the questions and then end this bitch for the night. Okay. Hugh, uh, sir, what is your name? And I
What's
suppose
good?
what you go prefer to go by.
Man, you know, I'm Hefe, Hugh Hefe, the one and only. The one that's dropping all the 5 million get money. And I like to do fly shit. Shit. Goddamn. That's it. That's about it.
Okay.
Why
Did
you
you kind of like? What'd you say?
so why you had to like just zoom in on a nigga like shit?
Hey, I want to give the viewers a feel view. Are you feeling uncomfortable? I didn't want to do it to the ladies and make them feel, any kind
Nah,
of
I
way.
just look. You just like it went from yeah, we just chopped up the slam. I'm like, okay, yeah. I was gonna
All
start
right.
rambling, gang.
Right, right. Okay, so did you cover your interests, hobbies, or work occupation?
Yeah, that's it. I
You
rap
just do
and I
fly
get money.
shit. Gotcha. All right. What gender do you prefer to
Yeah,
date?
that part. Women, like, is that like, nah, man, I ain't even finna be a dickhead. Yeah, I like
What the
women, bro.
fuck?
I love women. Like, come on, I'm like, bro, you know me, bro. Like, why is we even go? Like, why is we even going?
It's
Why is we even
it's
going through
formal,
this?
okay? It's just the intro so people understand who we dealing with, what we talking about. You get what I'm saying? All right. So what type do you have like a specific type of girl that you're interested in?
Bitches that like to do fly shit.
Just like this basic ass question answers is blowing me.
It's the
Okay.
truth, bro. Like,
I do fly shit and that's it. Okay. How
I
many
like,
bodies?
I like hood bitches that like to do nice shit. Like, you
Okay,
feel me?
I
That's
feel
my
you. Yeah,
type.
I got you. Any bitch can
Bitch can
fall in
put
that
fabuloso
category.
on. So, yeah.
All right. So how many bodies do you have?
Brad, I would lie if I told you I was counting.
So you lost count.
Period.
That's tragic. That's
It's not the fact that I like trying to keep tabs with. That ain't something I'd be like, oh yeah, let me go down my history book and be like, yeah, but we know it's.
got you. So I'm gonna make this short and sweet. My name is Eric. Okay. Interests. You already know I do this shit on YouTube, music and all that stuff. As far as gender, I prefer to date just only women. Type of girls, I like big booty bitches. Prefer some tit tats and assets. Um, and pretty face is always nice. But as, as I've grown older, assets and tit tats is very important. That makes sure
Okay.
that lets me
I
know
didn't-
I'm getting fed properly. Okay. um, how many bodies do I have? Um, I believe it's 32. I believe it's 32.
Period.
Um, and how long it's been since I had any? Shit. I don't remember. So it wasn't too long, but I don't remember. So okay, we're gonna move into the questions. Just asking everybody. You can jump in if you like. What do you consider a hoe? So Hefe, but what do you consider a hoe?
I ain't gonna cap. A hoe is somebody that's just easily accessible. You feel what I'm saying? That's just my definition. If anybody can just like walk up and just do whatever, like, and you just going, like, you a hoe. It's about the body count, because the body count is like who. Not saying who is on your body, but like how exclusive are you to be attained around you type shit. Like you can't just be going for everybody and then think that that's cool type shit.
Hmm. Okay. Myra, what do you consider a hoe?
Somebody who sleeps around.
Sleeps around. Okay. Pretty much, more or less, what Hefe is saying. Malia,
I only consider home records hoes.
why is that?
Because like nobody classifies a man as a hoe whenever he sleeps around. I mean, look at you.
Hmm. Sleep. I mean, I don't sleep around. Wait a minute.
But
I
you
don't
did.
even remember the last. I can't tell you the last time I did have. I mean, shit. So, and to be clear, I've not done any wrongdoing. Based, I have in my relationship, but not after she knows everything. Usually, my hoes are aware. I mean, the women I date are aware if I do wrong. Because I'm the type of nigga that'll lash out in an argument. Well, you know what? I cheated on your ass. I'm that
You're
nigga. Okay,
so mean. You're
that
so
is me.
mean.
I'm sorry. It is what it is. So
That's
all right.
so
So now that we all covered what we more or less think what a hoe is, in my personal opinion, a hoe is someone who sleeps with different people in short spans of time. And with no, you make it easy. You don't give a nigga a challenge or anything of that nature. Same thing with guys. If you sleep with a woman immediately and then appear to sleep with the next person, that is hoe like material. And you don't want not once a hoe is not always a hoe because we tend to grow out of these hoe phases. Hence why I'm not in my prime. Like when I was in my prime and skinny and shit, I had bitches and all that kind of shit. I could take advantage of having hoes. Now I look like a daddy. I look like somebody's goddamn daddy or uncle. And I've embraced it. And it is, and niggas like me, unless you're a smooth ass nigga with some paper, you don't have no hoes. Okay. So I'm clearly
period. He's
in that
self-aware.
no hoe stage. And hey, it is what it is, god damn it. So the next question is, what are you looking for in other people? Hefe?
Other people, man. Me and my old lady, we solid, man. In all honesty, the only thing that like people, I feel like what helped me maintain this, knowing what I wanted in the future, like and being able to have communication and understanding. People being like, oh, communication is find somebody that can understand you, somebody that can talk, somebody when y'all arguing, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like goddamn beef and let me go just be away from you and say fuck you type shit. Like somebody that's still gonna be around you when you arguing. That's the type of shit that people should be looking for instead of just
Got you. Now, my question to you, nigga, are you on the Wi-Fi over there? Because I'm gonna just tell you, you skipping and Scotting and all that shit. Are you connected to Wi-Fi, nigga?
I
Do
should
you need
be.
to use
I
cellular
should
data?
be.
This nigga's got, nigga, come on now, Jesus. We're gonna go ahead and move to Myra, on the same question.
Wait, can you
What
repeat
are
the
you
question?
looking for? What are you looking for in other people?
Like when it comes to relationships, or
Just in general, to that seeks your interest.
um, I like someone who's dominant, but who's also respectful.
So he can't be calling you all kinds of bitches and hoes and all that shit, right? That's not
But I also like it when they take control.
got you. Hmm. So is that like in general, like in just face to face or conversation, or when things are getting heated?
Both.
Got you. Got you. Do you mind if a man tells you to like if he's more of the dominant type? Nigga, shut the fuck up. Like, would that? How does that make you feel?
I'm fine with that.
Oh,
More.
period.
Got you. Uh, Maleia, what are you looking for in other people?
Me,
Oh,
just
I'm sorry.
honesty.
I'm sorry. Let me
Mhm.
clarify. And other girls, and what do you look for in other guys?
Just honesty, like honestly, honesty and like your personality. Like if you have a chill personality, then like I'll fuck with you. But like if you're like fucking evil and you like you express that you're evil, I'm not gonna fuck with you like at all. Like romantically, physically, or nothing like that. Like that's just ugly.
Well, what do you mean? Like, cause I fuck with you, you right? We cool,
Yeah, but you're not
but I didn't
evil.
say. I mean, well, I said some shit yesterday talking about evil, and this nigga's like, I don't know about evil. What the fuck? Like, yes, I have moments where once I was younger, and hollering at these females, that nice guy that we talked
Well, we
about not
all
too
have
long
that
ago.
phase eventually. Like I feel like that phase is like more of a power trip than anything, because it feels like you have all these people in your hand, and it's like something you have control of. So
Right.
like that makes you feel powerful. I used
Yeah.
to be like that not too
And
long ago. I used to.
imagine when you didn't see when you getting hoes and I know one based on the body count, this nigga don't know how many bodies he have. My body's at a certain fucking number and y'all's in the low numbers. This nigga can attest. I almost forgot my point. Ladies and gentlemen, please make sure to not smoke weed regularly like I do because you tend to forget things when you're trying to say some shit. When it came down to dealing with multiple females, we know we couldn't have been nice and this nice innocent guy in order to get females. And for me, when getting these multiple different females, it did put me in a sense on a high or in a sense of control. But what you can attest to is when you're dealing with hoes, they come in a flock. When there's a
Mhm.
drought, god damn it, there's a drought. Is that what you fuck around and get into a relationship, then all the hoes want to come around? Am I tripping? Is that
I'm gonna
I
keep.
don't
I'm
know.
gonna
I
keep
don't do
it. I'm gonna keep it a
relationships.
thou wow with you. He not wrong. It's like sometimes they sense the fact that you making somebody else happy, and they just want to people that like on some real shit. It's like weird, but on attached to in attached to what he was saying about like being nice, man. I learned that shit was dead a long time ago. Like you really just gotta drop your nuts on these hoes, cause like growing up in school. I was a nigga that was like, damn, I'm trying to holler at shorty. Let me at least be nice to the bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Be cool with the bitch. And then come to find out, like, this bitch, she ain't looking for that. She looking for the nigga that's finna tell her shut the fuck up. Tell her to goddamn do whatever the fuck. All right, shit, we go
Myra?
ride in the car. I just pull my meat out and see what she finna do. Like, nigga just started trying some asshole shit. And guess what? The shit started working. Like, real talk. Like, and it was a quick switch. I ain't gonna say it was a quick switch because there's some of them that you like, bro. I ain't gonna treat her like that, but at the end of the day, you gotta treat them all like that. Ain't no
So
games there. But
out of curiosity, because you said something that Myra kind of said that she prefer, is would you consider your guy an asshole?
No,
Got you. Got you. So is he more of a nice guy?
he's nice, but when it comes to kinks, that's when it's like a whole different story.
Got you. So it's just in that specific department. Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm an asshole, and I've kind of accepted it as the time. Listen, I have a weird sense of humor, right? So, like for example, I get off on making fun of people. You know, it just is what it is. I don't mean any harm by it, but it's just my sense of humor, and it comes off as assholish. Like I do, like you know, I did in a video where I explained how you can get away with calling your female the B and H word without getting in trouble. And it simply is just keeping this asshole kind of jokingly passive aggressive or aggressive type of behavior. And that forces the woman to try to play that same game. Once we're calling each other bitches, like, jokingly, all bets are off. And, you then are allowed to use that slur on your female if you choose to. I do. I'm not trying to. This nigga's disrespect. I just had an argument with my family about that. Listen, I call bitches because no disrespect. God damn it, I love females, but god damn it, it is what it is. Y'all, I call niggas, and ain't nobody got a problem with it because I'm black. Okay, if I was a female. What you say? It seems like I'm digging a bigger hole for myself.
No, I said so. You're saying you're a bitch. That's why you get to call bitches because you're a bitch.
See, if I was a female, it wouldn't be a problem. Okay, god damn.
Like,
we're
gonna I didn't say it was a problem. Like freedom of speech or whatever, but.
Well, as long as I don't disrespect none of y'all, we good. Okay, in the name of Jesus, what do you think contributes to people seeking others in a way that would be considered why do other people seek other people in a way that other people will call them a hoes, if you get the damn question?
Huh?
First and foremost, I'm finna start cussing niggas out because everybody then this slow ass energy. No, you niggas ain't up.
No, my cat was climbing up the thing and he was making a
I'm literally sitting here trying to process your question, gang. Like,
I understand your question.
Like what?
That made no sense.
Okay, let me ask it in a better way, because when I read it out, it don't sound right. What do you think contributes to people that seek other people in the way that would make other people call them hoes?
Are you implying like, okay, I could call Maleia a hoe right now?
Period.
Right. Okay, but let's say I could call her a hoe just because I don't like her. But that's just how the way people are right now. I could sit here and say, okay, well, Eric's a hoe, but that's just because I don't fuck with you. So I'm gonna go ahead and call you a bitch and a hoe.
So do you think that is what tends to happen?
I feel like that's based off, yes, I feel like that tends to happen a lot. When people hate on you, they're gonna sit there and say, okay, well, she's a hoe because they don't fuck with you, or they envy you.
Got you. So my lip gloss is popping. My lip gloss is good. These hoes are hating. They wish they could. Okay, and that's where you more or less are coming from, right?
Mm-hmm.
Got you. Got you. Maleia, what do you think?
Me, like.
Me? What the?
Yes, and that was because I was still trying to process your question because the way you wrote it is more broken English than what I have.
Damn.
Because the way I'm reading it is like, what do I think contributes to like how people see other people as whores or hoes?
Right.
So that's basically what you're asking.
God
so
damn.
Like the ways that they like just present themselves, like the ways that they act and the ways that they present, but like at the same time I can't really say that because whenever you first met me you thought I had like 5 bodies and I was simply just existing.
No, there's a person that I really wanted to be on the show.
I know. I think I know her better than you do.
Jesus Christ. And it don't serve me no justice because it's scary ass. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let Jefe go.
I feel like Jefe has more to say.
Damn. God damn. Okay.
Look, I don't know about no hoes. I don't know about no hoes.
Oh, see, this nigga. See, and this is why, like, y'all. First off, this girl sitting here with her man on the side. This nigga sitting here scared to say what the hell he want to
Oh,
say
I ain't
because
saying
his
that.
girlfriend ain't gonna
Look.
watch.
I don't fuck with hoes, man. I fuck with
Nigga,
classy women. I fuck with
I
classy
keep it
women. You know what
straight
I'm saying?
100, nigga. You
I
get
fuck
pure
with classy
fuck.
women, bro. I fuck with classy women, cuz.
You know what? I
Not
love
Eric
how these
though.
niggas get on camera and start acting brand new. Like
Bro,
I'm the
on
biggest hoe
me.
in the motherfucker.
On me.
Nigga, y'all
Why?
niggas set tripping over
Say
it.
let's
Y'all
gang. Say
niggas
let's gang. Say let's gang.
capping like a mother. Well,
Say let's
tell me
gang.
to give me the truth. There's a hoes watching this shit trying to figure out how to maneuver. Can you niggas help me help
Look,
these
like I
niggas?
said, I always give game, but you know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with hoes. You feel me? That's real shit. I just ain't never fuck with hoes like that. You know what I'm saying? I can't cuff one, can't like be in a relationship. We can fuck, but we ain't finna like be booed up. You feel me? I fuck with classy women, nigga. You feel me? I fuck
Okay.
with classy
Okay.
women, dog.
So you mean to tell me you ain't never dealt with no hoes?
I just
Is that what
told
you're
you
saying?
we can fuck, but we can't do no better. I learned from a kid when you fucking around with the hoe. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, that's what created my definition, like, or my standard of saying like how accessible are you? Because like if we talk about bodies, we'll be saying looking crazy because like shit, the attractive motherfuckers is the ones with all the bodies. You feel what I'm saying? Let's keep it real. The baddest motherfucker that you see on the internet, she act like she a homebody, but everybody know the apartment. Everybody know where the condo at or whatever the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? So we can't sit here and talk about bodies. Like, it's like, how accessible are you? Was you the bitch that a nigga could call at 3 o'clock in the morning and all three of him and his partners can goddamn run a train on you at night? Shawty, you hoeing. You a slut bucket. Yeah, I'm not fucking with you. I'm not cuffing you. I'm not trying to do none of that with you. Like, real players gotta have a standard.
So real quick, because I'm still not getting the answer I'm looking for. There's two questions I'm looking for. One,
What's that?
have you fucked with hoes? Yes or no?
I said
You give
yes.
me
I
this.
fuck the hoes.
Because you confused me when you say I only deal with classy hoes, because that kind of contradicts itself.
It means he only deals with classy.
Like I'm only finna deal
people.
with it. I'm only finna
You're
deal
only
with it.
dating.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm only dating classy women. Like that's all I'm fucking with. Like that's it. Like I'm fucking with that. That's all I've been fucking with. Like you know what I'm saying?
Got you.
I put my time
So
into.
how do you sniff out a hoe? That's more of a better question. How can you tell a hoe is a hoe?
First off, you gotta see what she's going for. Granted, a lot of times niggas want to take it in the fact that they that nigga. Yeah, you is that nigga to an extent. You a nigga that fit a criteria. But it's like, what criteria are you to make her do whatever this is? Like, let's say if we finna fuck, I'm finna slut you out on the first night. Like, I'm finna be like, damn, I'm really finna, you really letting me slut you out like right now, like this? Oh damn, you going? I know you going. So from that moment right there, it's kind of like, I can't do it. Not saying that we can't fuck on the first night, but I'm telling you, if I do some of this shit, bro, you gonna be like, bro, no. That is a no go. That is a no go. Or in situations where you would be talking to a shorty and she got a nigga. You feel what I'm saying? We've all been like niggas have been that nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't give a damn if she got a nigga or not. You still slide. Guess what? Shorty a hoe. Why? Because she has made a commitment to this motherfucker right here to say, hey, yo, we together, but she's still down the creek. Your bitch is a hoe. You feel what I'm saying? Like, shit, it is what it is. Spade to spade, gang.
Got you. So, we're gonna move into the next question, which is, what's the difference between a man hoe and a female hoe? Maleia.
My cat just knocked down everything. Okay. Anyways, I feel like the huge difference is that men get praised for it. That's where women get bashed for it. Because
why do you think that is?
What do you mean? Why do I think that is? I feel like because like even me growing up, I had like this thing implanted in my head that like a woman's virginity is like their flower, and like the second that someone touches that flower is like it's like it can't be repaired. It's like stomping on a flower. And then like once you lose that flower, it's just something that you can't get back. And you're used. You're like damaged goods, you know? So I feel like from women being like that being implanted in our head for so long, and not only that being implanted in our head, but like men also seeing this, that this is how people raise their women, like how mothers implant in their head, and fathers too, because you know how fathers are like, oh, if a man comes near you, I'm gonna chase him down with a shotgun or whatever it may be, because they're expecting men to run after women to sleep with them, but they don't want the women to want to sleep with men, you know. It's like this thing that, like at the end of it all, is the women will always be in the wrong for wanting to have sex, but the men will always be praised for wanting to have sex, because of how we've all grew up as a society, and how we all, like, and a lot of people are Christian too, but the thing is, whenever a man breaks the Bible, like breaks it and like has premarital sex, it's not that big of a problem. But whenever a woman does it, they have to go get re-virginized, re-baptized, or whatever it may be, depending on your religion. And it's just like this whole cultural society idea of it all. So like if a man like you said, oh, I have 32 bodies, and then if I were to say I have 32 bodies, I bet you in those comments it would be, oh, she so ran through, like she for the whole team and blah blah blah. But they'll be like, oh, but Eric, that's my boy, like he be hopping it, like he got game, you know. And you know that's how it'll be.
Yeah. Hefe, how do you feel about that?
I ain't gonna cap. She was hitting the nail on the head. I ain't even gonna cap to it. Like, it's just the difference in between men and women. When we get praised for it, you gotta think. I look at it like you gotta think about all the shit that we go through in the sense of like being a nigga trying to get you a shorty or get you some cheeks. It ain't just as simple as pick up the litter, walk outside, and just get this. That's why I would say niggas I won't say we get a pass, but it's kind of like shit. Niggas ain't out here just get. If niggas could just get bitches, niggas would be out here doing that. That's a real gift. That's a real thing. Like it's not saying that you should just be out there using it just because, but it's like knowing how many weirdos niggas out there, how many niggas that shot they shot, and it's just like knowing that, oh damn, she done so-called rejected 1,000 niggas, but you the nigga that's going. It's like, oh shit, for real, because that's really your odds. Niggas will go outside and shoot they shot 100 times, and probably like 10 to 13 of them may be going. And I'm even giving like a light one. You know what I'm saying? Like, Nick, depending on what you're doing, like you catching bitches in traffic, just walking by circumstances, you fresh off of work, who knows how it be. Nick could just be shooting a shot. Sometimes she may be going, sometimes she ain't. You may have said the right thing this time. You may have not said the right thing. Like, just in general, it's literally like, I ain't gonna say it's a game. It's just literally you going out there and putting your shot out there, and it's like, oh dang, you getting reception on your shots. Because when you look outside, everybody getting their shot blocked millions of times. That's why you got dudes out here paying for OnlyFans right now, because they ain't got no shorty laid up in the bed. Well, they probably do got a shorty laid up in the bed, but like, you know what I'm saying? You got those dudes that's out here that's just like, yo, man, I really can't get nobody. And so when you come around and you the dude that, especially if they bad, oh, don't let them be bad. Oh, niggas finna do you all type. You finna see what type of niggas you got around you, because you gonna have hoe ass niggas around you. If you got, not only you gonna have the bad hoes, you gonna have hoe ass niggas around you, because they gonna do whatever it is for the hoes. You get what I'm saying? But with women, it's like y'all have such a shell, or y'all, like, it's perceived that y'all have such a shell that's like, yo, y'all so untouchable, y'all can't be fucked with. So when a nigga actually shoot his shot and it go, it's like, oh shit, nigga, you done beat the level 99 boss, and you done pass. Congratulations, bro, because that's not no easy feat, or it's not supposed to be. You get what I'm saying? Like, not saying that women ain't supposed to want sex, but that goes to where I say, with the hoe, how accessible are you? How exclusive are you? Are you the hoe that's like, hey, you can come through with whoever? Are you just fucking for the money? Are you just fucking for a foe? Are you just fucking just because you trying to fuck and you want 5 niggas? Like, whoever it is, if you just got 5 niggas on the roster and the 5 niggas ain't really doing shit, you just trying to catch a nut, cool. But at the end of the day, like, how did these niggas get you? Did one nigga get you because he had a Porsche? Did one nigga get you just because he said he was finna take you out? Did one nigga get you just because he said this? Like, bitch, you gotta show, like, oh damn, this nigga really doing some shit. Like, you know, in order to show, like, not saying tricking, you gotta trick, but you know what I mean? Like,
I'll tell you, for me, right, I feel like it's wrong for men to get praised for it, but women to get bashed for it. And it's more or less what Maleia fucking said. It's the idea that the vagina is like this flower. Once you get beat up and beat to a bloody pulp and used, you don't be as good and delicate as you were originally. So once we seen you be promiscuous with this one person, fucking around with this one person, rumors are starting to spread. Niggas, because, for example, a man don't get as much action as women do. Anybody will smash a woman. Niggas with high caliber, if they don't have no other option available, they will smash a bitch they wouldn't be caught dead in public with. I'm telling you from experience because I've done it. Bitches, I won't even show have any. I just, bitch, you got big titties today. Wow. Okay. What you smoke? What you doing today? Just simple as that. Whereas men, it depends on if a female is dealing with them. You get what I'm saying? So wait a minute. Did I say something crazy? What? Hold up. What happened?
Keep going, gang. Look, I fuck with the blatant honesty, bro. That's what makes it, bro.
So for me, I feel like it's wrong, but I understand how it's gotten there. And to be honest, I used to work for a gas station at a very popular area off the interstate. And so numerous amounts of hoes was coming in every single day. And at this specific point, I was nice and fit. I had a growing beard. I was very attractive. And I had game like a motherfucker.
Working that
and,
move, man.
And for me, it was more of, for some of you men that are having issues with trying to figure out how to get to women, for me, it was more of, one, the way I looked, the swagger, how I felt in my situation. Um, I, I I need to express some shit that's personal, but I can't. Cause I got phone calls and say, hey brother, you have sharing too much on these videos. And I really, okay. I'm trying to keep it together. Okay. But there's been moments whereas when I've gained weight, I didn't get as many women with the same fucking game. And it's more of, I guess it's more of mental. Women can sense what you got going on if you're on some bullshit just simply off of the energy that you're getting. When I was free and I lived on my own and I had my own shit and I didn't have any worry about any girlfriend or anything of that nature, I got hoes relentlessly. I treated myself better. I acted better. I was giving off better energy. Whereas a person who's gained weight, or even before the weight gain, if I'm in a relationship, I wouldn't get holes like if I'm in a long relationship and I decide to step out, my energy would be sneakily and women would be able to smell that off of me. Now, hoes do come around when you first get into a relationship. You've been hoeing out in the streets looking for the hoe and they ain't fucking with you. Then you get into a relationship and now the hoes want to start fucking. I done had a point where I'm on Snapchat talking about, hey, I'm loyal. I ain't doing this shit. I ain't doing nothing wrong. Bitch was like, oh really? You loyal? So you mean to tell me you wouldn't have sex with me, bitch? Like what? Right now? Yeah, right now. Um. Yeah. Would you try to smoke or something? I mean, I know I just said what I said, but
you know what, Eric? Sometimes, like, I'm concerned for you, but like, period. Like,
listen, that has actually happened. That actually happened, bro.
You see what I'm saying about home wreckers?
Listen,
like that goes for men too. Like,
yeah,
if you know
we play
got
our
a man
part.
or a woman and you still step in there, oh, so you mean like with me, like you wouldn't do any, like, girl, no. Like, leave that happy couple alone.
Yeah, it'd be like that. And like I said, like we talked about in the last episode, it. I would prey on females that would have relationship problems. I would be that nigga. Um,
Yeah.
that's what people do. That's what homewreckers do. They see one crack in it and they keep railing at it. Well, you need to do something about this. Well, you need to react. You need to say something to him or her. You need to stand up for yourself and you deserve better. Oh, I'm that nigga. I shit. You know what? You're right. I don't need to take this shit anymore. Okay. Sure, shit. What you doing tonight, then? I was quick for that shit. I didn't play around. So we're gonna move into the next
Homewrecker.
question. Do you think it's fair? Do- Y'all are like disgusted. Listen, this is my
I'm just
past,
laughing.
goddamn
I ain't saying shit. I'm just
it.
laughing, bro.
I'm just calling it
God,
as it is. You're a homewrecker. It's okay. It's okay.
I used to be okay.
Ah,
Not
it's
not
okay.
a
It's okay. It's
not
okay.
once a hoe, always a hoe. Because me and Hefe could attest to that. Is that true?
Bro, you gotta grow, gang. And I look, man, you a man, bro. We don't hold. We players, bro.
And see, that goes to the previous question that we just had. Why is that, Hefe? Why is that? Why
That's
is
because,
females
bro.
Ah,
hoes
That's
and
because
niggas players?
look. That's because you know what I'm saying. There's a masculine and a feminine. You know what I'm saying. Niggas don't just sit up here and call each other bitches. We can call each other nigga all day, but the moment I sit here and be like bitch ass or calling you a bitch and shit, just switch the tempo switches. You know what I'm saying? Like the masculine word or what you would call a hoe or somebody that fucks with a lot of women would be a player or a mac. You know what I'm saying? Well, female that you would call somebody that fucks with a lot of women would be, fucks with a lot of niggas or just sleep around would be a hoe or a slut or thought, whatever the fuck you call them in your city. But at the end of the day, it's just a symbolism of the two. Like when you think of hoes, I think of women. Like not saying, and when you think of like, oh, when niggas be like, where the hoes at? They not just saying that in general, like to say that all women on the planet is hoes, but they're thinking like, where the bitches at? That
period.
So, to go into the next question, do y'all think it's fair the way society looks at women as hoes versus men?
Uh, I would say society got the game really fucked up because they ain't calling hoes the right thing. Hoes is them streetwalkers. Hoes is them bitches that go out there and walk that mile and get that money. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these bitches just fucking for nothing. Not a bitch fucking for absolutely nothing.
For free.
Yeah, they like look. They just throw in the box for nothing, just to have a good time, just to have a good time, or just to get what I'm saying, back blown out to, what I'm saying. But for the most part, like if you want to be technical, a hoe is somebody that's actually gonna stand there and walk that block, walk that mile, and get that money,
Work
and she
that
gonna be
corner.
proud of it. She gonna be proud of it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a title. You feel what I'm saying? A slut is just the bitch that's just going for whatever. You get what I'm saying? It's just open it. And niggas is the same way because we look at niggas who fuck anything. We're like, damn, bro, for real. Like, damn,
Damn,
you
you
ain't
guys
got
got me
no discretion.
questioning now.
So it goes back to the original question that we had. What the fuck do you consider a hoe? So is a hoe a bitch that's got daddy problems, that's going out here fucking on anything and everything, or is a hoe or whore a bitch that goes out and make money? Like, what is the difference? I mean, because I understand a whore would be considered a bitch, a prostitute, okay,
I
or
still think it's a
what is?
homewrecker. I still think a hoe is a homewrecker. Like, I don't care like how many people you sleep with. Like, I don't care like what you do. It's your own body. Just like if it's a man. Like, I don't care if it has nothing to do with me. I honestly don't care. Like, as long as you're not like trying to fuck with me while you're fucking around with other people, like I don't give a fuck. Like, honestly and truthfully. But like if I know you and I'm friends with you and you're like, oh yeah, I slept with this friend, I'm like, oh period. Like that's your life. That's not mine. But if you were to come to me and tell me, yeah, like I slept with this man and like he has a wife and I would look at you and be like, you're fucking disgusting. Leave that man with his wife and his kids alone. Like, stop being a
So
hoe.
you mean to tell me you would never deal with a guy? And I swear to God, I'm gonna rewind this tape. So you need to say it clear as day. You telling me you will not deal with a guy or gal if they got another partner. No matter how attractive they are, no matter how shitty things are going for you, are
I've
you
been through
telling
that.
me?
I'm not gonna do that shit again. The thing is, if they have another one, they will always choose the fucking other one and they will just use you. And I realized that. And it took me like fucking 6 months to realize that shit. To like really sink into my head that hey, this motherfucker is just fucking me and going off to his other girl. And I didn't even know it was his other girl because he would always tell me, no, we're just friends. And he would like show me text messages and like, oh, see this where it said that me and her are just friends. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Maybe they're just friends, like giving the benefit of the doubt. So after that experience, fuck no. Because like I always tell you, Eric, if you can't just fuck with me and you have to have other ones, go ahead and go to the fucking other ones. Because I'm not gonna be on your roster. I'm not gonna be one of your little Pokemon cards that you're collecting.
No.
Got you. Yeah, like I said before, I think it's wrong. I think men, because men are looked at a certain way, women should not be down for that same very reason. I mean, we're just talking about equality. I think on that aspect, see, the thing about it is that women fight for equality, but when it comes down to women, just like in this fucking family group chat, something saying, I'm gonna go into it. Fuck it. I showed the damn video that we had to my motherfucking family.
Period.
Okay. One of my cousins gonna say, "Well, you have this misogynistic, this undertone of a title and thumbnail. Like, why? I don't think why you should have that kind of propaganda." I said, number one, I clap back. See, I was raised by black women, so I got a little attitude. I like to clap back. Well, for number one, I got that from my mama. Number two, see, all that shit, that's some black woman shit. I'm like, well, for number one, it's not propaganda. But furthermore, I honestly think women should stay their ass in the kitchen. And saying that to a group chat of black women from Chicago. These ain't no regular women. These women are from Chicago. Okay, I set it off. Okay, I was just basically saying I prefer if a man is supposed to be hunter gatherers, these niggas supposed to be going out killing the food. I'm going out making the money, providing the food and the household for the motherfucking family. I would at least hope if my woman is at home, not working as much as I am out there, the least she can do is make me some food. That's what I should have said, but I clapped back, said it the wrong way, and was perceived the wrong way. And that's the thing. Um, I don't feel like when it comes down to women and some of their things, they prefer. Well, I'm sorry. When it comes down to women, I do not like the fact that I can. They can tell me that my job is to provide and protect, but I can't tell them their job is to be in that kitchen and clean my house. And that's the difference that I don't like. Same thing, why it's okay for men to be players and hoes, but it's not okay and looked at in society when it comes down to women. I think that is fucking messed up, and it's not equality, which we're all saying that we're fighting for and that we agree with.
Oh, Hefe got something to say.
I want to chime in on that a little bit because, granted, I'm not giving it a pass that like saying that it's acceptable, but I'm just saying look at all the shit that we have to go through as being a man in general. So let's just talk about on the financial standpoint. A lot of men out here just working a job, trying to get their shit together. And the generation that we living in, women looking at a nigga working a 9 to 5, like, bro, what the fuck is you doing? You ain't no Fortune 500 company ass nigga. And so being in that standpoint, you sitting here looking at it like shit. Goddamn, financially, I'm out here. I'm out of the game. You know what I'm saying? Women want a nigga financially, and you can't provide financially right now. Let's say you start talking to a shorty, you know what I'm saying? Y'all start doing it. Let's just say you either got a little meat or goddamn you only last 5 minutes or 2 minutes. You finna get the shit show. Your bitch finna talk shit about you. She finna like talk. You finna be the nigga in the group chat. The bitch probably finna take a picture of your shit, like low key, to be like, disrespectful ass nigga came to pull up with this. You know what I'm saying? Or let's just say you don't know how to work that motherfucker. Like, you finna get the shit stick. So don't no female want no nigga that's not coming with no paper, that can't fuck. You know what I'm saying? So off top, you already out of there. Now let's just say You a nigga out there, they don't want to date niggas that don't get no females. If you just a lame, they say they want a square ass nigga that's just out the way. They lying like hell, cause them square ass niggas be in their DMs, the square ass niggas be walking up on them, all that shit, but they still curve the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Just to go fuck with somebody else who got motion. You know what I'm saying? Who really look like, oh yeah, bro, this nigga actually kind of player. Like I know for a fact he got other shorties over here. Like if your nigga was undesirable, you wouldn't want him. And the only way that other women know that they man is desirable is by seeing, oh shit, this nigga over here doing his damn thing. Shit, I'm about to go see what the hoop and holler is over here. Oh shit, the Wi-Fi jumping over here. This nigga got good food, the AC hidden, goddamn, and he slanging that motherfucker. Hey, Susie, this motherfucker jumping, and then she get to talking, and then after she done got to talking, her friend wanted to come see what it was about. And then it's like, damn, for me to be the nigga that's fucking with all the friends, as the homies, we like, yeah, that's a good. But guess what? You don't get no play with them shorties. You ain't finna cuff now one of them shorties that goddamn you slid down on none of their friends, because they definitely ain't finna cuff you. You low key, it's playing that you fucked all their friends, but low key, you the thought now. All their friends came and ran down on you, nigga. Real shit. You feel me?
And you know what's crazy is when you were saying that, I had a moment where, you know, I was on Tinder and I see this chick, fat ass. I mean, ass out this world. Goddamn. Okay. And hollering at, we talked for a quick second. She stopped responding. All right, bet. No worries. I ain't seen this chick and I don't know how long, maybe a year and some change past. She comes up to my job. Mind you, I'm at a gas station. I'm in my prime at this specific time. I
Okay.
know if I'm talking to a chick face to face, it's over with. It's over with. She brought her thick ass into the store. My motherfucking ass sitting up there. I see her. I'm plotting. God damn it. I put my hooks in. You know, as far as hollering at her and shit. I get to the point where she goes out to the car. I used to pull tricks where I would have a female come in. I would say certain things, just a little pickup line, like just to get their attention or make a joke and get them to notice me. They'll have some items in their hand, and I'll be like, "What is that for me? Like, you getting that for me?" No. Oh, okay. Damn. Fuck. Like, or some shit like that. As I'm walking past, I'm up at the registers. I would plot for them to quickly come to me. When they would come to me, I'll change them out. Usually, they go get gas. It's over with. Because once they get gas, they go to the motherfucking pump. I shut the bitch off. I shut the pump off.
You bitch.
That forces them to come back into the store. Once they come back into the store, once they come back into the store, my ass is like, well, shit, you clearly don't know how to. I gotta help you clearly teach you how to pump gas. That allows me to then go to their car and see if they got some kind of nigga in there. If the coast is clear, I'm hunting. And that it literally became a hunting game for me. I would literally
You sound like a
do
serial
shit.
killer.
That's what it felt like. I really thought like, bro, if I was out here Ted Bundy in this motherfucker, I would have so many victims, and nobody would have an idea. I'm not crazy. I'm not, but I'm just saying, if I was
so like I
that
think
type of
the
nigga,
last show I'm gonna do with you.
I was saying, if I was that type of nigga, I had the juice to sway and get exactly what I wanted, which is for the girl to come over to my house, smoke with me, Netflix and chill, and it was pretty much over with. But the moral of that story, young lady, she seen me, she was feeling my swag and how I was coming, and she got my number and we was talking. When dealing with the chick, I guess I'm gonna go in detail here. When dealing with the chick,
This is a whole life story now.
we smoke and hang out for the first time. She comes over, we smoke, cool. We don't even Netflix and chill. It's straight to the bedroom. I don't know how I got there. It just got there. We go straight to the bedroom. We do what we need to do. And here's the thing that I also wanted to point out. This is personal information. Baby mama, don't be don't be mad at me for expressing this. So as a young man, I'm very clear on what women like and don't like. Like you said, if you can't fuck good or something like that, I didn't want to be that 1 minute man. I didn't heard, oh, this nigga only lasted 2 minutes. I didn't heard that shit. That shit scares the hell out of me. When I was first fucking around with bitches, I was that 5 minute man, okay? And I fuck with my conscience. So I got to a point when dealing with multiple bitches, I built up stamina, and it got to a point where none of these hoes was able to break me easily. To the point where I had to put in a bunch of work in order to get where I needed to go. And that in my prime, I'm fucking bitches nonstop. None of these hoes can break me. That's the thinking. She was not able to make me, and that hurt her feelings. Like she
That would
was
hurt
really
my
feeling some type
feelings.
of way.
That would hurt my
And
feelings.
the bitch had the audacity to ask me, "Well, um, I'm sorry, I got a question, but I'm not gonna answer it. Never mind, bitch. When you do that, bitch, just say it. Say what you got to say. Well, was my shit trash? Uh, um, what, bitch? Excuse me. You could be honest. Was my shit trash, bitch? No, no, it wasn't. Like she could tell I was like, yeah, no, no, of course not. Why would you say that? And I ghosted her after that, and it
So, like, was it?
What was the moral of this? Like,
Yes, like, understand. Like, you
the
just told us
moral
your whole sexual
of
experience.
it is that bitches play these games, thinking that it's in leverage, then find out that you've come upon a demon, and veil, and realize that you get the shitty end of the stick when you were trying to play that game and protect yourself in the first place. Moral of the story is, in order to not get fucked around, be genuine and not be on no nonsense. If you gonna duck a nigga, duck him in person, not because you think he's a lame on the fucking internet. That's how you hoes end up getting hoed. Okay? Because a nigga see that you got some low self-esteem, especially me as a hunter in my heyday. Um, and I preyed on your ass. And that's literally what it came. Like you said, you sound like a serial killer. It was to the point where I would hunt for females and get them to fall in my trap of
Who hurt
smoking
you, Eric?
and
this
Who
nigga over
hurt
here
you?
trapping these hoes.
Who
yeah,
hurt you?
and that was more a pain of being, I guess, alone. I think that's what that was, because I'm an only child. I was raised by my mom. I didn't have any siblings or nothing. So the idea of being single and alone is always, to a certain point, uh traumatic for me. Like if I spend too long single, it's a problem mentally for me. I think that's just abandonment issues,
That's where
daddy
me
issues.
and you opposite. That's like where me and you opposite. Like I grew up like in and out of homes, and like a majority of my life I lived with my grandparents, and I would see my mother figure go from man to man to man to man, or whatever it may be, and my dad as well, like, from woman to woman to woman. So like seeing that growing up, that has made me be like, maybe relationships aren't like what they're all cracked up to be, because I would see my mom engaged to a new man just about every year. And that's like no
Mm.
hate to my mom. Like I love my mom at the end of the day. But like seeing that growing up, like in my head, the way, since I grew up so fast, like I'm not gonna lie, I grew up quickly. Like yeah, maybe I wasn't 14 having a baby, but mentally, whenever I was 14, I was already 20. So like I would see men like you, like growing up, and I would know your game, like right then and there. I'm like, you see this her woman that just got out of a relationship and you're trying to fix her for your pleasure, and then you're just gonna leave her. Like whatever it may be, you're just gonna leave her at the end of the day. And so seeing that growing up, anytime anyone tries to get close to me like that, my first thought is this motherfucker is gonna leave. So I'm not gonna entertain it. So that's why I'm always so like anytime anyone tries to hit on me, I'm like, okay. And I also grew up being told that I was fucking ugly and big, so that didn't help either. So like growing up, like even my own mother, like I don't think she remembers it, a lot of it. Like she would go, oh, like you're so ugly and blah blah blah. I'm like, oh, period. Like I'm literally just 11, but okay. And so like growing up with that mindset and all of these things, and like my mom or like my family in general would tell me, like they would be like, whenever you're 16, we can already see it. You're gonna be pregnant. You're gonna be this. You're gonna be that. You're gonna be a little hoe. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, and that shit like really affects people. Like, not even just women. I believe like whenever men, like you guys grow up, because I've seen it with my brothers. Like, they'll be like, oh, you're gonna be such a player whenever you grow up. All the women are gonna want you. Like, you're gonna be like this and that. And it's just like those things, once again, that are implanted in us since we're little kids, that make us think that everything that's happening, that people are now saying, oh, this is not okay. But like, to us, it's okay because that's what we grew up, and that's what we were told growing up by people who we were supposed to look up to. So while you are scared to be in like outside of a relationship, I'm scared to enter in that relationship, commit to someone, and then just be left there looking like a fucking dumbass. Like, I recently just had, like, I put all my all into somebody. And you know how I am too, Eric. Like, you would be like, oh, like, fuck this. Like, I'm never going to do this. Like, fuck that. And then, like, you found out, you were like, so what did this motherfucker have that all the other motherfuckers didn't have? And you notice that I shut everyone right back out as soon as that incident happened.
Yeah, first off, I was flabbergasted that you know. But yeah, I mean, nigga, I tell females even when I'm dating them, hey, like there's always somebody better. No matter how good I am, there's always somebody better. Both sides, right? But if somebody's smooth enough. See, I cut out hoe tendencies. If I see hoe tendencies in my female, I'll call them out. Hey, that's a little hoe tendency. I'm not. What you calling me a hoe? No, I'm not calling. I'm just saying
you have
what you're exhibiting is hoe tendencies, and they can tend to pile up and turn you into a hoe. I'm just saying it happens that way. So I check, and I've always have checked the females because I've always said if a nigga had enough juice and a nigga was smooth enough, he can talk your ass out your panties. Bitch, I've done it. I've done it to a hoe that I've explained about the last story to, going into this one. I go to this bitch's house that I've been trying to smash for years, and this bitch is talking jazzy than a motherfucker. You only here just to fuck me.
Oh, bitch! I'm like, you knew what you were there for.
No, I'm not. I'm chilling, bro. I'm not even on that. I mean, if it happens, but I'm chilling. No, that you just trying to check me off your list, bitch. Not knowing I really am. Fuck. I'm not even prepared. Like we good. This bitch proceeds to give me oral support for 2 hours straight. Thinking that because this bitch, women be cocky. Oh, I can make you come with my mouth. Bitch, ain't no hoe gonna be able to do that. Hoe, well, I'm different. I've heard that before. This bitch tries for 2 hours straight.
I know,
and fail. Once that happened, bitch, she had to give up poontang. She had to. After 2 hour marker, them jaws started hurting and getting sore and locking up on her ass. Yes, her ass had to give up the poontang. I told her the story about the whole telling me that it was trash. This bitch is gonna proceed to say, well, if anybody has to ask, they know it's trash. So we go into, what happens. She falls again to one of them hoes that failed at the job. And she's like, listen, I want to ask you something. I'm like, this seems very familiar.
Deja vu.
But what? Was it trash? Bitch, didn't you just tell me any hoe that got an axe already know? I hit that bitch with the same thing. No.
Choking on your words.
Of course not. What? So yeah, these hoes out.
Conversation. Look, the only thing that you would have to do, bro, you gotta give them a little coaches. You just be like, maybe next time, like just go a little bit slower. You'll do better. Something like I done had to coach a bitch how to give me some head one time, like for real, like
not a hoe, bro. Not a hoe. I'm not gonna coach or teach no hoe nothing. My bitch, yes. A hoe, bitch, you better be on the go and ready to go, hoe. Because I'm not gonna be.
I'll be like, hey, bitch, no, not like that, like this, bitch, like this, like
what?
Yeah, you gotta fix it up, bro. You can't look, put it like this. What the fuck I want bad shit for? Like I'm like, if I can fix this, and then if you're not listening to directions, oh yeah, I can just tell this shit ain't good. This shit dead, man.
Bro. I seen this one clip. I'll never forget it. I gotta find it. Hopefully, I can put it on this video. But this bitch giving guap, and he's like, when you get shitty head, this nigga smoking a blunt, looking like bitch going to town. His ass, he got his blood. He ass on that bitch.
Who your ass? Shut up. I got this. Can you move your teeth? Shut up, boy. Let me help you. Stop, boy. Just stop. Just stop. What the fuck? Just stop. What the fuck is you doing?
That's a hoe. That's what you call a hoe. That's what you call a hoe, bro.
This nigga.
Period.
The fuck, bitch.
Hoe, bro.
And let me go further. Let me go further since we talk about fellatio. It's very important. Am I lying, Hefe? It is ultraly important. Okay, you got to know what that. If you don't know, ho, there's too many pornographies and teaching techniques that you can learn on the motherfucking internet.
Don't say that, because like I'm telling you, bro, you have to teach a bitch. These bitches think that they can just open their mouth and just put their mouth on it, and that's it. You feel what I'm saying? They look at the videos and be like, oh, all she did was put her lips on it and move her head. Like, they don't do no sucking, just a whole mouth, and they'll be like, bitch, what the fuck you thought? What the?
Listen, you need, and Maleia, listen to me too, because when you get on your, hey, listen, it's very important. You want to keep a man, learn how to goddamn please him, goddamn it. With hey, goddamn it, I'm tired of it. In 2023, this bitches is not giving head. They need to be asked on. Okay, they need to be sent away somewhere with some home training. Okay, look it up. I'm telling you, there's some videos on some techniques that are absolutely amazing that will teach you.
In other words, what we saying is, y'all can give all the head y'all want to. Y'all can give up all the box y'all want to. You just got to be selective on how you get that box up, and you won't be labeled a hoe.
Point blank.
You can save yourself from this cake. It's just how easy is this hoe to get? And if you ain't easy at all, you start to come out of that hoe category and be like, oh shit, I'm dealing with a real shorty.
Yep.
I bet. And
you can find your way out of it.
Yeah, there's only one. I mean, you can. I ain't gonna say you can fuck your way out of it.
Like, because that's the more you fuck, the more you.
Women that fuck themselves into relationships. I ain't gonna lie. Some hoes that fuck themselves into marriages and all that extra shit, but they still gonna go out and hoe out. They still gonna do it.
I did it.
You hold yourself into a relationship?
It sure did. And I'm not getting into that story.
We know, as men, we already know you can do that. Like, that's the gift of God. That come with the territory. If you can't change her mind with a couple of strokes, my nigga, you need to go home and take some notes.
You need to call your folks, nigga. That's
go
what
home and
you
take
need
some
to
notes or some shit. But like, at the end of the day, like I was just saying, like everything it ain't about the fact that you can't give head. If you want to get head, eat the dick up till you hiccup. You know what I'm saying? But it's just about how is you about to just go and suck everybody? Can everybody just walk up on you and get some head? Like, you feel me? Or is it like you really okay? You a throat goat, and I should feel
that sounds so nasty. To like a bitch that label herself a throat goat openly. Bitch,
look,
tell me that.
Look. I'm trying to see if my girl sat there and told me she's like, baby, she play throat babies. I'm happy than no motherfucker, nigga. I ain't gonna cap. I'm like, I'm excited, nigga. I'm sitting up there happy as a bitch. She play throat babies. I know what time it is, nigga.
Nigga.
I'm saying?
No,
like,
but I'm saying just a whole like, let's say you see it on her social media.
If it's on your social,
you a throat go for it.
No.
I'm talking.
Oh no, bitch, going outside. Bitch, going outside.
It's so many Instagram hoes out there.
Huh?
There's so many Instagram hoes, but hold up.
Don't have no link in your bio. For the Cash App or the OnlyFans. Don't have no link in your bio. You hoeing.
That link tree.
Oh boy, all of them don't have that. Don't have none of that, bro. Don't have none of that because it's not a good look. It's not a good look. Granted, as men, I'm gonna say some shit for real. We love hoes.
Sure do.
We love hoes. But we will not, and I repeat, will not keep a hoe. You feel what I'm saying? Unless that's what we just using her for, just being a hoe. But if you thinking you trying to get anything other than that, you never gonna get it, because there's a level of respect that a nigga has to have for himself to be like, all right, this is the girl that's on my arm. This is the girl that's with me. So we're a representation of each other. And if you as easy access button to be like, oh yeah, this, guess how many niggas finna press your button? Guess how many niggas finna go to jail just because of the fact that niggas think that they a hoe because they girl out here going for what the fuck ever. You know what I'm saying? So I just say all that to say that you don't have to sit here and think about, oh yeah, if I fuck, am I a hoe? No, you can fuck. Just don't be for everybody.
And that's simply what will separate you. One of my questions that I have here, we're gonna finish up too because it's about that goddamn time. Have you guys ever cheated on a boyfriend or girlfriend of yours, and why?
Yeah,
Hefe?
I've cheated in the past because it was a lot of things. Insecurities. I ain't gonna cap. I was dealing with a shorty that, like, in my head, I was like, man, I didn't think that I was really that nigga at the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was down on my dick. I ain't had no paper. You know what I'm saying? Shorty was letting me crash at the crib. And like, so I was like, all right, cool. I crashed here for like a week and we all good. But it's like, for us to be going, like, I get back on my feet, we going out, we hanging, but now you looking at me like I'm some type of trick type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bitch, nah, I ain't no trick. Like, I'm actually treating you like my girl. We call each other bae. Like, we in a whole relationship status on Facebook, all this other shit. Like, but you treat me like I'm just supposed to be a bill. So all right, bet. If all I am is paper, watch how many hoes I'm finna be fucking type shit. It was just like then I went tit for tat with a hoe. That wasn't the thing. I done cheated on the bitch because a bitch wasn't really hearing the nigga out like full fledged. I'm sitting here telling you like, yo, shorty, I think that we having a rift in our relationship because X, Y, and Z. And me being the nigga that I am, you tell me you don't want to be you put like this, me being the nigga that I am, like, I can let certain shit slide, but I can't let my emotions slide if it's starting to fuck with me mentally. So like, if we in a relationship, yo, how we go together, that shit fuck with me. So shorty wasn't really hearing the nigga out, so emotionally, and I wasn't feeling secure. But instead of being a nigga and manning up, shit, I just went and cheated. You feel me? Type shit. I ain't gonna lie. And then last but not least, I cheated on the last shorty was because, nigga, I just felt like I was that nigga. The last bitch that I was dealing with, she fucked around, had a kid on the nigga, and I said, oh, fuck all these hoes, like, nigga, fuck that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, nigga, we stepping. And then now, like, the relationship that I'm in now, I ain't gonna cap. Like I said, it ain't even worth it. It ain't even worth it. Granted, I've been tempted like a motherfucker. And I can't even lie. Every nigga gonna get tempted. But boy, oh boy, oh boy, when I tell you it ain't worth it.
So I'll say if I oh shit. Oh, it's so hard not to expose myself out here because I'm such an open book. It's ridiculous. Um,
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
in order to be Mr. Steal Your Girl, you have to be stolen your damn self. So I I have cheated on multiple different females. I've told 90% of them. Um, some females I've dated just because and forgot I was even dating them. Then they found out I'm on social media dating a whole other female. I didn't like we was dating. When?
Eric, you
I've done that to a couple
hoe.
females. I mean, I didn't know. There's so many females that was like, yeah, we were having something, and then next thing you know, another female. Like I was very quick to move on,
Oh,
and
you sound
that's
like me, actually. You sound like me.
no, it was serious. I like if anything that I would see if you seem do something I don't like or anything of that nature, bitches, I really took seriously. It was many fish in the sea. But for when it came down to cheating, um, a lot of times I would be with a female because I didn't want to be alone and I could have as my nigga Shaheem Shah has said, pussy on demand.
Period.
I that's what I wanted. You know, like, what you doing? Let me chill. If I'm your man, you not gonna deny me sex whenever I want it. It's just what it is. It didn't happen. So if I'm dealing with a chick and I'm only hitting you up late at night, you know what that is. You know I'm
Yeah.
trying to chill. So it was clearly obvious what I had going on in my true intentions. But the way I looked, the way I carried myself, the fact that I flaunted, I could have any female at any point, that made women for some reason more attracted to me. Now that I got a lot to lose, women aren't as openly interested and trying to indulge. And I'm fucking family. I'm a father now. I got a lot of shit going on, but I have made mistakes in the process of maturing. You know, the yes, I've made a lot of mistakes. They were purposely. I didn't really have reasons outside of dealing with women just because I'm dealing with them, not because I actually like them. It was a lot of females I would deal with and not even like personally. That would happen quite regularly, or I thought I liked them, but then realized I didn't. And instead of just a lot of times I would leave women really before cheating on them. But if things got serious and I was kind of stuck, I would cheat for the time being and then go distance myself from them by not talking. And then after a certain point, I'll break up with their ass. But yeah,
Damn,
I've done
you
a
know
lot
who
of that.
you sound like right now? You know who you
Who?
sound like?
Oh no, don't you finna expose somebody who? No, no. You might as well say it now. You didn't already put it out there. You you didn't already put it out there. Put an address on it. Fuck it.
You know who you sound like.
They don't know who I sound like. Who I sound
I'm
like.
not gonna say no names. Are you saying names? I'm not saying names.
Okay, is it a female or a male?
Male.
I don't know who I sound like. I'm now confused. Who I sound like? Help me. Help these niggas understand what the hell we talking about. I don't understand.
So
Who I
like,
sound like?
I almost like had that same situation happening. Like almost exactly like that. Like we both knew what it was and we both like were on board with it. But then something along the line changed and like you know the kind of people I go for. You know. Yeah. every
God
single
bless.
every single person I've shown this man, he's always looked at them and he's always like, you need to go look in that fucking mirror. You need to look at that picture again because that motherfucker is ugly as fuck.
You need to get your life together because your types are questionable by far. Okay, but hey, I mean, you got a type. It is what it is, and you didn't really want to tell us. But we're gonna move into the next question so we can finish this motherfucker. Um, is it wrong to be considered or seen as a hoe? That'll be our final question for the show.
I mean,
Uh,
if it's not affecting you, then like I honestly don't give a fuck about anything. So like, if it's not affecting me, I don't care. If someone sees me as a whole, I don't care because I know how I am and I know who I am at the end of the day. And like that's something that has come up in topic with me and you a lot. Like people call me a hoe, they call me a whore, they be like, "Oh, she has 10 bodies, blah 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 blah," and I'm like, I mean, like, I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you because if I sit here and argue with you, then it seems like I'm guilty of something. I'm not guilty of shit. I come home, I work, and I come home to my cats. Like, the fuck?
you don't get your cat lady ass having ass back. Fuck wrong.
No, because like, if it's not affecting you, then I don't know why you should care. That's just my point of it. Like, if it's not affecting me, I don't give a fuck. If it's not affecting someone I love, I don't give a fuck. Like, if you want to be a hoe, be a hoe. Pop your promo out. Like, that is your life. Like, I'm not here to tell you how to live it. We all only live once. Like, if you want to go out here fucking 30 girls, that's your life. If someone wants to go out there fucking 30 guys, that's their life. Like, I'm content with just having one. But that might change down the line. You know? Like, you never know. You can't say for certain, oh, this is how it's going to be. Because everything always changes. Like, let's say, like, in 5 years from now, it's considered not normal to not have like to not have so many bodies. Like if you're like, oh yeah, I only have two, and I'm like 30, and they're gonna be like, what the fuck? And they're gonna be like, I have like 40, bitch, and you're gonna be like, period.
See, back in the day, they was fucking, but it's been held back. As people been more stingy. Bitches are more stingy now, feeling more high and mighty about themselves to where they don't feel like they need a man. But
I don't
Hefe,
feel
do
high
you
and
feel?
mighty. I don't feel
Well,
high and
clearly,
mighty.
obviously not. But you have respect for yourself, and that's what separates you from what a woman would be perceived as a hoe. But Hefe, do you think it's wrong to be considered as a hoe?
As a man, you can't be considered no hoe. You get looked at like a hoe, you going out bad. Hoes for men, being a hoe for men is just different, bro. Being a hoe for men, that means like nigga, you a bitch. You being a hoe is like being pussy. But like, is it bad for being? Is it wrong to be player? For men, no. The reason why I say no is because in order for you to get the shorty that you want, or in order for you to be successful, like you gotta try out, you gotta try, you gotta shoot your shot. Every female ain't going. You don't know, like your first time shooting your shot at a shorty, you got shot down because you was awkward. Like you know what I'm saying? And once you, not saying that you supposed to just be using shorties as a chance to get your game up, but if a nigga ain't got no game, nigga ain't got no rap. You're not finna get the shorty of your dreams or the shorty that you're looking for, because when you see her, you ain't gonna know how to approach her. You ain't gonna know what to do. So it's like you literally got to go through a lot of trial and error just in general, just to see what it is. So for men, like that's just a part of getting your sharpening. That's part of sharpening your arsenal. You know what I'm saying? For women, it's a bad look because it's like your body count, to an extent, most people, I say to most people, your body count is your reputation. You know what I'm saying? So like when women say that they've had sex with a lot of dudes, it's kind of like niggas that be like, oh shit, hell nah, your bitch ran through, hell nah, your bitch this, your bitch that. But then it's like, okay, we all grown. We've all can think about like we didn't had a one night stand, or we didn't fucked around with somebody that had a little situationship, sneaky link, whatever the fuck it is. We all got that shit. As niggas is participating that shit with somebody else, another woman. So like at the end of the day, niggas not getting the bad rap, but women is. So at the end, there's two people participating in the same shit. But at the end of the day, women, it's like, how accessible are you? So that's where your reputation coming along with it. So nah, women can't be considered hoes and still be in a good light.
You know, so from experience, and I get what you're saying, Hefe, as far as men not be considered as hoes, but I'm about equality, and I'm gonna have to judge both sexes as the same. Um, being a person who dealt with multiple women, played that game, hunted for multiple women, changed bitches like I changed underwear, and looked at it more or less. I found myself losing respect for women in that department and only looking at them like a piece of meat. Um, and it got to a point for me where I had an epiphany. I am chilling with this chick who I literally just met on Tinder. She asked if I wanted to chill. It was so odd that I thought it was a nigga trying to be on some crazy shit. Clearly, it was a bitch. It was actually a bitch. Came over to the crib. Um, Smoke did the whole Netflix and chill. I'm in the middle of smashing this bitch, and I'm finding myself like, bro, why am I doing this? Like it's like I done been in so many bitches at this point. No other bitch I'm a smash is gonna make me feel any different than any of these other 32 hoes I done dealt with. So why? Why am I doing it? And I more or less felt like at the end of this night, this bitch is gonna go back to her crib. I'm gonna schedule a time in the future with her and and do this again. But I don't know what this bitch does behind closed doors. I don't know how many niggas she's doing this to. I don't really feel whole or special. The goal in doing this was to not feel alone, but in doing that, I felt more alone. At the end of the day, like I'm smashing this bitch. All right, cool. But I feel kind of used now. Like, bitch, okay, you got your nut off. Do I have you to talk to? And it's clear I'm not really trying to date you. I don't really like you like that. But you got assets and tit tats that I'm interested in. So it for me, it just more or less, I just found myself looking to fill that void. And I found myself digging a bigger void for myself. And that's when I wanted no more to live in that lifestyle, because then at the end of the day, you'll have your fun. Yeah, it's okay to be a hoe and live your life, but at the end of the day, especially with some women, you'll figure out that one, you put some mileage on your private parts, and the moment that you're waiting for, which is to get married to that man that you've been dreaming of, you're not going to give him the best of you. Same thing when it comes down to men. um as the more I dealt with women, the more my respect level went for them. The more the value of women. Like at this point in my life, like my baby mama is special to me because she gave me a child, and she was willing to give me that. Because we agreed to that before we even had the kid. That's what I was going to be expecting from her in return of our relationship. If that wasn't the case, I don't I don't know how things would be or go, but I am praying that God gives me a daughter so my perspective can change when it comes down to women, because I've asked myself regularly over the last few years, am I the man I would want my daughter to date or marry? And I still to this day say hell fucking no. Hell no. You bring a nigga like me, I'ma smell his ass. Fuck no. Fuck no. And that makes me feel bad as a person. Like, bro, I can't even be, and I can't even be a good father to a daughter. When as a daughter, she's gonna look up to a father as an example of what guys to date. I can't show her this shit. And I fuck if she bring a nigga in here that's manipulative, hunting on these hoes, trying to remove these bit, like, bro, no. And in that, the shit that I've done in the past, when I go now as years goes on and I'm more mature and I see somebody in public, or I have conversations with somebody, I realize I've left a lot of people hurt and damaged by my actions just because I was trying to feel better about myself. So to answer the question, yes, I do feel like in the end it's wrong and it's damaging. Even though you're trying to fill a void for yourself, you don't really know the effect that you have on other people, especially when you have multiple partners. You don't know what the kind of effect that you have on another person, especially if you're trying to use them. Being a hoe is only someone who is in a low place, and people who are in a low place, have low self-esteem, and at this place in life are tend to do shitty things and be with shitty people. You are who you hang around. So in order to stop hoeing, stop hanging around the people you're hanging around with. Try to find some type of wholeness and love for yourself. A lot of us who hoe don't really love ourselves that way. That's why we put ourselves through that. Figure out a way to be more happy with yourself and love yourself. Um, and with that, nigga, you'll stop hoeing. You guys got any fucking points to say to this bullshit, this
No,
raggedy ass show?
I only just have one question.
Sure.
I'm sorry. But so, like, what you were talking about filling that void, you filled it with sex. But have you ever filled like a void of just talking to multiple people at once?
Yeah, well, that's how I would do it. I wouldn't
Without the
one.
sex though. Without the sex. Like that's what I mean by just talking to someone. Like
No, no, well, no. The way I would get closer to these hoes is by smashing them and then letting my filter go from that point, because I let my dick game do the work for me. I ain't got to do no more impressing. Oh, you didn't. You didn't.
no, because my thing is that yeah, I only have like one body, but I have talked to multiple and multiple and multiple people to feel a void. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was to fill that empty void that, like, one person had left. And I was like, you know what? Like, it's like everyone says, everyone is fucking replaceable and everything is replaceable. So I just kept thinking, oh, let me talk to this person. Maybe that will replace it. And, like, I kept on hopping from person to person. Like, I would talk to a person for, God, like, it could span from 1 week to 6 months that I would talk to a person. Or I could be talking to that same person and then talk to like 3 other people while I'm talking to that one person within that span of 6 months. Just trying to find that like replacement for that void that was left behind. And then like for that, I got called a hoe, I got called a manipulator, I got called a user. But at the end of the day, I was always straight up with the person. I was like, hey, like, I'm not looking for a relationship. I don't think I ever will. Like, this is what happened and this is what you can expect from me. So if you're expecting like to date me, you can go ahead and walk right out that door right now. But then they would catch feelings and they would get mad. Like, I'm starting to change out of that a lot. Like, I'm starting to think, like, you know what? Maybe I don't need to replace that void. Maybe I don't need to fill that void. Because obviously that's some self-work I have to do. Not that I need to bring another person in my life to do. Yep. So, like,
it
me
doesn't
growing
fix
out
the
of
problem.
That. Yes. But the, like, with all of that, it's like you, but minus the sex. And minus the lady, girl, whoever it may be. Like how you were saying, hoe hopping. Like, not one lady one night and then another lady the next, blah, blah, blah. Like, it wasn't anything sexual. It was just like, hey, like, blah, blah, blah.
I mean, well, that it sounds like you were more. It sounds like you were more of an attention hoe than an actual hoe.
No, like, that's the thing. The second that they would start giving me too much attention, I would dip. Like, the second that they would like start trying to be like, oh yeah, like, we're gonna go here and there, like, I'd be like,
oh, good morning, beautiful.
Yes,
how you doing?
I would be like,
that goes exactly to what I was just saying earlier. They not trying to hear that shit. They not trying to hear a motherfucker say good morning, beautiful. They not trying to hear a motherfucker.
Okay, listen to me. The last person to do that shit got me so fucking attached and got me so like I would do anything for that motherfucker. And then that motherfucker just left. That motherfucker just dipped on me. So like anytime anyone else tries to pull that on me, I'm just like yeah, I'll reply, but like, is this just gonna end up the same way? Because like I don't want to get attached again and then that person just leave. Because at the end of the day, someone always has some sort of motive, whether it's to be with you, whether it's to use you, whether it's to get something out of you. Someone has a motive. And so that's why I'm always just like on my guard. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and fall for that love bombing shit, you know? Like, oh, good morning, like, you're the only person I talk to, like, blah, 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 blah. Like, just be honest with me. Like, I'm like, you know what? Like, if you're talking to like 5 other bitches, just tell me. Like, I'm not gonna give a fuck. Like, you would rather tell me now than me find out, send all that shit to your ass and dip on you. Because I've done that before. Like, whenever they're like, oh, you're the only person I'm talking to, I would send them screenshots and screenshots of shit that I had found. And then I would send it and I would block them and never speak to them again. And like, that's just how I've always been, because I'm not gonna sit there and argue, and I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, well, you did this, like, I just want an explanation. No, like, if you didn't care to explain before I found out, then you obviously don't care to explain now. You just care that you got fucking caught.
Right. Jefe, you got any last points to point out?
Shit. Hey, just don't get that box in everybody for nothing. You feel
Period.
Me? Like, that's the only way you can't be a hoe. Shit, you can't get mad at niggas for not. I mean, you can't get mad at niggas for having multiple bitches, because name one nigga that's out here that ain't got none, or ain't never had none, or all right. And if he ain't got none, there's a reason why. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
what's the reason? Like, what's happening?
Ain't no game, or they probably doing too much courting. They probably doing all that good morning, beautiful shit, trying to do all that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, but like, that's cute. It's just like the
it's not
intention
cute.
behind it.
It's not cute. It make you look like a dork, bro. So long
And
story. These hoes, they do not want a nigga to good morning them to death. If you not they nigga, do not good morning them. Do not sit there and act like these is your girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? A hoe want a nigga that's finna goddamn ski.
No, I want someone who's gonna say good morning, beautiful, and mean it. Like, I don't want that empty ass good morning, and then later on
clear
next
you're not
week.
a hoe. It's clear you're not.
That's what I'm saying.
You're not.
I'm talking about for hoes. So like, I'm telling them to stay out of that category. Like, and niggas, I'm saying the difference.
Like, if you spot someone who's not like, you know, like if you spot it, then don't waste your energy with it. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, if you see somebody that's on that type of time, like they hoeing, bro, don't even waste your time and doing all that good morning, all that extra shit, because that's not what they want. Like, you'd be better off just doing whatever you do, shooting your shot however it go. But the way that women can not be viewed as hoes or just have a bad title on it, just don't be an easy hoe. Just don't be the low hanging fruit that everybody could just walk up and grab. You know what I'm saying? That's just literally it, and that's all I gotta say. It's easily avoidable.
Yeah, I mean, I've said my piece, y'all. Just seek therapy. If you ain't got the money to do that, if you ain't got the money to do that, goddamn it, go find some type of crutch to help you get off of that. If that's some type of spiritual meditation, I've always said when it comes down to low self-esteem, look yourself in the mirror. That might be an idea for another show. Low self-esteem for some people who might be experiencing that and how to work themselves out of that.
You can count me out of that because that will be a very depressing show with me there.
I'm gonna put it like this, man. We live in full effect. You know what I'm saying? Whenever we come in this bitch, so whatever the topic is, I'm always ready to roll, gang.
Hey, this the motherfucking Eazzy Pod. You motherfuckers just watch the Eazzy Pod, and pretty much we out this bitch. Y'all motherfuckers say y'all goodbyes because it's going on an hour and 40 motherfucking minutes, and I gotta edit all this bullshit. Good night, motherfuckers.
Peace.
Hey, yo.